I really recorded this whole video with this in my hair. What's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. So happy Military Monday. Today I'm going to be posting just a quick video. I've been getting this question a lot, like a lot, and I really haven't been knowing exactly how to answer it. But I'm gonna give you my advice on taking the ASVAB, and you know how my experience went, because people ask me like for advice and things like that, but it honestly really wasn't that much of an experience for me. So this is going to be a quick video, but I know it's going to be helpful, because even when I tell people, they say, okay, thank you, like I needed to hear that. So basically, get straight into it. I remember taking a, don't worry, all my hair is in braids. I'm just like, I think I'm just slouching, but you know, it's cut differently in the back. Don't try me. I started out at the recruiter's office, of course. I don't know if it was the first day or the second day that I took the practice ASVAB, but I took a practice ASVAB and I'm pretty sure I scored like a 40 on it. Like no studying, no anything. And he told me, he was like, that's fine. I think you're ready to take the real one. And I'm pretty sure like the week after that, I took the actual ASVAB. Between that day of the practice test, I got like a feel for it. So I knew like I was gonna have to do a lot of like thinking and like, you know, the process of elimination. Like that really helped me through the test. So I basically like just made sure that, like, I'm not a good test taker, like at all. So what I can do for myself is make sure I eat well, like you know, the morning of, or like lunch before, or you know, like that I'm like hydrated, and I get good sleep. Because if I'm awake and I'm alert, I'm pretty like, I have a very good sense of like, I have a very good amount of common sense. So like what I can do is like, I can just process things even if I know nothing about them. The way I can process questions and problems and things like that, like, is just good for me. I have good study habits and I have good memory. So I also like, I even remember like something on my actual ASVAB was similar to questions that I was getting on the practice. Like the practice ASVAB is literally exactly what the real ASVAB is, but it's just, I know they're easier. I know they're easier questions, because I remember being in the ASVAB and I'm just like, are we all taking the same thing? Because I'm stressed. So it was like really crazy, but that was that. So when I got there, I'm pretty sure it was like 20 of us taking the ASVAB that day, but there was only like 3 or 4 for like the Air Force, and then everybody else was like Marines, what else? What else goes in there? Coast Guard, Army, even people who weren't going active. Oh, this is awkward because somebody just pulled up right next to me and my windows are down. I don't care because they can't beat me and they don't have 1,000 subscribers like me. Anyways, so they were all of us in there, so we all like lined up. I'm pretty sure it's like the same, like it's the same procedure every time you go to MEPS, like for the beginning, like processing in and all this stuff. So we did all that. We get in the room. The room's like really tiny. I was like literally like almost elbow to elbow with the next person, and we just started taking the test. So mine was on a computer. I know there's a lot that are written. I feel like that would be easier. I don't know. It would, like, I just hated staring at the screen for so long, y'all. Like, it was killing me. And it's just like staring at that screen, especially if it was a question that I really didn't know the answer to, and I would just like be like, I've never even heard this word, or I never even seen these numbers in the same sentence or same problem. Yeah, none of that. So I was kind of like stressed throughout this whole thing. But when I get stuck on a question like that, I basically, what I did, I was just like, just make sure you click the one that just doesn't sound wrong. Like there's always like at least like 2 questions that sound completely wrong, and then there's one that's like slightly right, and then there's one that's actually right. And that's how multiple choice questions are all around. I also didn't, like, basically, like I said, guys, I didn't study. So I literally answered these questions based off of my high school diploma knowledge, and I went to college for about 1.5 years, but those were like, what did I take? I took history, you know, a whole bunch of liberal classes. Like none of them helped me in ASVAB, just letting you know. but a little bit of math I was good at. The car stuff, I mean, my dad taught me a lot. And he was able to, he told me before I got there, he was like, just, you know, like how a car works. So basically just try to make sense of the question based on you being in the car. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think needs to happen? You know, that's for like the mechanical side. But listen, I don't want to be a mechanic. So what did I need to score high on the mechanic side for? I don't need to know any of that stuff. So why would I study it? But I guess overall, there is a score. This is what I did not know at the point I'm telling you. I didn't ask for any advice from my recruiter for the ASVAB. He told me I should be fine, like by the way that I took the practice test. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna believe him and I'm just gonna take this test and bounce. And that's exactly what I did, y'all. I didn't have any other type of preparation. My dad didn't remember exactly what the ASVAB was on there. That was like 50 years ago. Not 50 years ago. He would be mad if he hears this, but yeah, so I literally went in there with no type of, I don't even think, like, the thing is, I didn't start watching YouTube videos until after I got into that, and after I actually signed. Because honestly, I personally didn't even know there were YouTube videos on everything like there is now. Like, that's why I'm doing it, because I wish I had somebody to do this, to get on here and talk about their experience so I could see if I could relate to people on YouTube, you know what I mean? So that's exactly why I started doing it. I was like, wow, that's a really good idea. I'm glad these people are doing this. There's just not enough. So I'm just gonna join and see what I can do. So anyways, back to what I was saying. These questions on here, there was like all over the place. So there was like math, there was English, there was mechanical, you know, basically the three tiers of the score. So to keep this even shorter, because honestly I can't really tell you exactly what was on my test because I don't remember, but when I got done and I got my score, I just found this paper, y'all, and this literally will help you so much. This is how you know, like, I'm telling y'all, if I could say this in every video, my recruiter is bomb, okay? Like, I took him for, no, I didn't take him for granted, but like, he was really on his job. Like, I'm so proud of him, if I can say that, even though he completely outranks me. But anyway, so he gave me this paper. I want to tell you guys right now, I've been lying to you. I think I told a couple people I had like a 56 or something like that. This paper here is it's my recruiter's email, so don't copy that. This right here is, I can show you. This is so hard to see because the lighting. I had a 51 in my general aptitude and a 41 in my mechanical, and I don't think he really gave me my score in the other ones because I wasn't really worried about them. So basically I was just worried about my general aptitude. So what he did was showed me right here in this section. Let me fold these other parts off because they're not important. General aptitude was basically where all the medical jobs were that I wanted to get. So I had a 51, right? If you go down this list, it goes down by numbers and scores that you have to get for all of these jobs. Okay, he marked the last job that I could actually score for, and that's paralegal. So I could have literally put any of these and up on my list. That's basically what this is for. So there was that for the general, the electric jobs and the admin jobs and the mechanical jobs. I know for a fact I can scan this and I can email this to you if you would like. So if anybody wants to see this paper more in detail, even though I know I didn't I don't feel like reading off all of these. There's way too many jobs on here. But there's even a section for the special jobs. So I'll make sure I'll do that for you guys. If you're interested, I'll put my email in the description. You can email me. Just put in the subject box ASVAB scores or something like that. Oh, I should tell you guys, so I ran into someone that day at MEPS, and he gave me this website, right? And I got a lot of information on the jobs that I wanted using this website. It's called foreverwingman.com. This is where I want you guys to go. This is what I went to last before I started picking my jobs. It's a really good website. So all in all, you guys, basically what I'm saying is you can study. I know there's a lot of things you can study. I know there's like an ASVAB for Dummies book out there. I know there's practice ones online that you can take, and even if you want, you can ask your recruiter, can I take the practice test again? Because that's like the most official practice test, because it's literally their job to give that to you there in the office. So I'm pretty sure they can't really deny you from taking it, even though they probably just don't want to go through the process of letting you take it again. So yeah, we can start like a conversation down below in the comments if anybody has any other type of experience or questions. I honestly, this is hard for me to talk about because like I just explained to you guys, I didn't study. I just went and took the ASVAB and I scored high enough for the job I wanted and I left. I promise you, I tried to make this process for me as simple as possible. I went in open general, so I didn't even care what job I got. I just wanted to be in the Air Force. So if you're looking for a specific job, a specific score on the ASVAB, I'm not really the one to ask, but if you're able to help out, I don't know, put in the comments, like you can ask me questions and, you know, we can start a conversation, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people will come on my channel looking for answers. So yeah. Again, happy Military Monday, and I will see you guys one of these other Mondays. Thanks for tuning in. It was so awkward. So many people walked by while I was doing this video, but I'm getting better at not caring about everybody looking at me when I'm out in public, but it's cool. I'm pretty, so at least you got something to look at.